Hi,
And welcome back to the TMI show.
with Matt and Tammy.
And today we're doing a very special Christmas holiday edition.
Yes,
And
our
everything.
Christmas special. We have
Yeah.
a guest that's going to be appearing on, and we have some goodies today to snack on, and it looks like it's going to be a fun show, I hope. So, Matt, how was your day today?
It was pretty good, other than having a minor breakdown at work.
What happened?
Oh, our peeler kind of broke down. One of the outfeed wheels took a crap on us, so we had to tear everything off and all that good jazz. So pretty much it led to somewhat of an early day, so I can't really complain too much.
Sometimes it's nice to have an early day.
Yeah, how about you?
Pretty good. Just did stuff around here. I'm trying to think of all what I did. Lots of different things. Got this set up. Got baby invites out for Annie's baby coming and for the baby shower. And yeah, just doing more Christmas stuff and all the festivities along with that. So anything you want to start with?
Well, let's see. I don't know what you...
Well, I have this little box that I have a ton of questions in it. So I figured we could do just questions about Christmas back and forth. There's actually 78 questions. We won't get to all of them, I'm sure, but it's good talking points, and we can use those as our talking points and go from there.
Okay, yeah.
Sound like a good idea?
Sounds good.
But before that, I got a gift for you.
Okay.
Yes, on our Grinch here. He's holding it. So, got Matt a gift.
Okay.
He didn't know about this. He kind of knew a little bit because my granddaughter kind of snuck it and she said, Mimi's got a gift for you.
It's special.
Special,
know.
just like me, Ed.
It's from the heart, Matt. It's from the heart.
Bigfoot scat.
If any of you caught our last special, Matt asked how many people were pooping while watching this. And so I got him some Bigfoot scat. It's like a gay gift thing. Straight from the all-time hide and seek champion, whatever. Oh.
Oh, the hide and yes.
Like what? Shut up.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sink the floater.
I thought we could
Is
play
it-
that game later on. I think it's called Sink the Floater.
I never had games like this when I was a kid. I'm so jealous now.
It's all about poop.
All about poop. And I also got you something.
Oh my. I'm afraid to look.
This is going back, if you caught our video about the hard candy tasting and everything, and what we were talking about, either making or having. So there's two things. It's a play on words, pretty much. So
You might have to explain it.
yes. Oh,
Sometimes I don't get everything.
Definitely.
What do we got? Oh my goodness. I got my sleeve caught.
yeah, it's Staples.
Oh, we got pudding. Is this supposed to be our figgy pudding?
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's real milk. It says chocolate vanilla.
it goes a lot.
And, very good, Matt.
Yes.
And Fig Newtons.
So
Figgy pudding.
There you go.
That's Matt's pudding.
Yes.
That's good. Very good. Good job. Actually, I really like these.
Do you really?
I do. I like the Fig Newtons.
Oh, I was walking through
I haven't had one in years.
Family Dollar yesterday and everything, and I was on my way to the checkout, and on the little discount shelf they had things of, well, it was the Jello, but the pudding things or whatever. I'm like, pudding, figgy pudding. I'm like, yeah. So I was that. I'm like, okay, where do I find the Fig Newtons at? Because I don't buy Fig Newtons, so I'm looking at
I
the
have not
candy
had them in a
section.
long
and,
time.
Yeah.
But I do like them. My mom used to get these.
Oh yeah.
My dad was a cookie eater. I think he still is a cookie monster.
Oh.
He likes his cookies. Chocolate chip, all kinds. He used to stack them on his belly.
Oh yeah. And
He still does. Sorry, Dad.
Oh, you don't have to say sorry. Oh, he's not even watching this.
Right? No, he doesn't have this. So, but he's got friends that do.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. You want me to grab one first and ask you first question?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Okay. You don't have to keep
Oh,
doing that.
hold on. I got to put on my Christmas hat.
Yes. Here, I'm taking your Bigfoot scat.
There.
Look at there. We have, what is that guy? The Scrooge? Is Ebenezer Scrooge? But you're not an Ebenezer
No.
Scrooge by any means. You're too happy for that guy. Now, the man sitting over there, that's another story.
You're getting cold this Christmas.
That's original.
Easy way to heat the house.
Anyhow, okay. Do you open gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? These are all over the place.
We actually do both.
Both.
Yeah, growing up as a kid, we'd always go to Mass Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And then we'd go to Bush and Judge's house and have chicken soup or ternina, which ternina is duck soup. And then it would always end the night with, well, everyone would have their chance, well, I shouldn't say chance, but so we go, have the soup and everything, we gather in the living room, and like clockwork at 8 o'clock, they always had the marathon on TBS of the Christmas Story. So everyone would watch that, and then my immediate family would go home, open up our gifts and everything, and then on Christmas morning, go back to Busha and Judge's house for breakfast, and that's where we would exchange gifts as like the whole Darga family.
Okay.
Basically, one tradition was like the adults would do a Secret Santa. You'd draw names out of a hat, and that's who you'd buy for. And then,
How many were there?
oh, geez.
About
30, 40-ish. I mean,
Wow.
you had to figure at the peak there was probably
at the peak.
14, 16 grandkids plus the parents and everything. And then
Dang.
and then the grandkids would buy their the godkids.
The godparents.
Yeah, would buy the godparents everything and everything.
Okay.
So yeah, we'd always have, and then later on, Christmas evening would go to my papa and grandma's house over in Poland and do the same thing, have dinner, open up gifts, which is a funny story
What?
because it's tradition to where grandparents don't really give the best of gifts as far as being a kid goes. It's always like clothes or whatever. Like you still appreciate it, but they're not getting.
I must be a cool grandma.
Yeah, well,
Or maybe
nowadays
a cool grandma.
grandparents have changed because they do get like the toys and everything. But my grandparents never really knew what to get us, so they always just got us clothes.
Okay.
And the one year I remember, I just got this plain blue sweatshirt. Nothing on it, just a plain Jane sweatshirt. Okay. Next year, open up my gift. It was a plain blue sweatshirt. I'm like, okay, cool. The third year, Grandma hands me this gift. It looks a little different. I open it up. It's a pair of woolen socks. Still not the coolest thing, but it's better than a plain blue sweatshirt. So I'm like, hey, Papa and Grandma, thank you for the socks. She's like, oh, wait a minute. That's supposed to go to your dad. Here's your present. So I open it up. For the third year in a row, it's a plain blue sweatshirt. And I wish I would have found this picture because, you take the picture.
Oh yeah, you've had
It
that
just-
the same every year.
Yeah, it's 3 years in a row, the same gift basically. And finally, after the third year, my picture just me holding it up, just like no smile on my face and everything. So the next year leading up to Christmas, I told Mom like, hey, can you kind of hint around to Papa and Grandma not to give me a plain blue sweatshirt anymore? She's like, oh, don't worry, they got you something else. I'm like, well, is it a red one? But it actually turned out to be a Power Rangers zip up, and like back then I was really into Power Rangers, so like
I
it
is
was,
too.
so like it was perfect. But the only thing is like it only fit me like for a year because I went through a growth spurt, outgrew it. But I'll never forget for 3 years in a row getting a plain blue sweatshirt.
Maybe I should buy my husband a plain blue sweatshirt each year
Yeah.
to remind him what color my eyes are.
Oh yeah.
He will never live that down. That was a bad day for him.
So do you want me to?
Yeah.
I'll pick it now.
He's giving me the dirtiest look.
Okay, in what ways has Christmas brought you closer to your loved ones?
In what ways has Christmas brought me closer to my loved ones? Well, obviously we all get together. Like if you're talking about extended family, I would say that at Christmas time, it actually is more of a heart thing for me. Like,
Okay.
So I'm very, I don't know, I'm a deep thinker, so I'm going to go a little bit that way with it. For me, it makes me think of my mom because she passed. And
not to cut you off, but like just talking to your dad, like it seems like your mom, like for every holiday, she was always like decorated, no matter if it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, like everything. She was like really like, festive.
Yes, and she really did a lot. And actually at Christmas time, my family my mom's side of the family, they would take turns. Like the sisters and the brothers actually would take turns at their family for each house, like it would rotate.
Okay.
But yes, and but I mean, if the question to that is though, is like, I would say that it's more of a hard thing. So at Christmas time, it draws me closer to thinking about all those memories of that. And like, I'm 48, but my mom got sick when she was 23, but she had Alzheimer's. So she basically, it wasn't her anymore. Like, so it was not who my mom was. Like, she did not know me shortly. I mean, it was a few years after that, but all those things changed. And at 23, I thought I was so grown up and had it all figured out and together and strong, but really, I wasn't. Right. You know.
Now, do you feel some parts of your mom, like when you're getting into decorating and everything, whether it be for Christmas or holidays, do you feel
I do like
do you feel like, hey, this is what my mom would be doing right now, or this is how my mom would want it and everything?
Yeah. I do the sugar cookie thing for sure.
Okay.
It's just one of her
Because
things.
like me and my brothers, like we're the same way, like with our dad, because like his dad also, like it's always been a big thing decorating the house.
Yes.
And everything.
Yeah, you're outside. Like, yes.
Yeah, and it's funny because like it gets to the point to where after we're done decorating our houses, you know, whoever house it is, like me personally, like, I'll look at my front yard and like, man, I can put more stuff over there next year and over there next year, and I get it. Me and my brother Tom get in this bad habit of, like, we'll be driving around and we'll see like a house with like a dozen windows and everything and a few doors in the front yard or front of the house, and all they have is like one little string. Like, oh, come on, that's being, you know, like we're decorating like 10,000 lights and everything, and or we'd be looking like, hey, there's room over there for this and that, or if that was our house, would be, you know,
right.
So we always just find ourselves, like I said, like always, especially in Christmas time, like as far as bringing family together, just like thinking of like how things were in the past and everything. And obviously, it's never going to be the same as what it was,
right?
Because certain things just kind of go by the wayside, but then you realize, well, now it's time for you to have your own tradition.
Yeah, I do have actually things that have changed up, obviously, from that.
Yeah.
But like my mom didn't do rock candy, and I've done rock candy, and just different things. And my mom was more. I think she was probably more laid back, like, and I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not super structured as what I used to be, but it's like, I look at my daughter over there. Ivy's giving me a thumbs up. Great job. But I'll ask you another question.
Okay.
All right, let's see. What dessert do you look forward to all year until Christmas, if any? And if not, I can grab a different one.
Figgy pudding.
That's definitely not figgy pudding. Probably just plain Jane.
Well, we could try it. I could open this up and dip one.
I'm not one for fig Newtons either.
Sorry to cut you off.
But that's all you.
All right.
Yeah. Probably just apple pie, because I've never really been like one for desserts and everything.
That's right, you do like apple pie.
Yeah.
Were you here when I made the apple pie?
Yes, I was.
Oh,
I was.
Because I remember specifically messaging you and saying, hey, Matt, I made the apple pie. Come over.
But I would have to say, like, probably apple pie, because that's really being a fussy eater as a kid, that's the only thing I really look forward to. And I guess, like, well, Christmas cookies. and everything. Maybe not so much for a dessert, I guess after dinner is what I was thinking of, but like in general, like my mom would make the sugar cookies and everything like that and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd be like the cookies would be.
Yeah, like the cutout ones and and even the regular ones, because there's like
we'd always do like the cutout ones with the tree, the stars.
Did you used to decorate them?
Like pretty much just have like the red and green sprinkles or whatever.
Okay, we're doing cookie decorating on Sunday.
Oh,
actually, right? I'm drawing for me. Bossing them. I'm good at bossing people around.
Yes, you are.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
What Christmas song makes you feel like dancing every time it plays?
Okay, there's two.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Okay, well, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good one.
That's that.
No matter what.
By Brenda Lee. My mom had a record player, and Brenda Lee sang that. And I can picture what the cover of that record looks like. That's probably what attracted me to it, is what the cover drew me. And I think that's what covers are supposed to do on things. And the other one, you're going to have to help me out with the name of that one. But it's like, do you remember what?
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time, something like that.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Dun, dun,
I don't think I know
dun, 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 dun. The reason why, and it makes me think, and then it goes, and it has all these lights if you saw if you saw the video, and it makes me realize, now I've never been high in my entire life, but if I was high, that is the song and the video that I would think like, wow, this would be my high song.
Okay, well, hey, since we're...
It would be like, because it goes, and it's like the weirdest thing, like why? I don't know. That's just what I imagine what being high would be like.
Since we're on the subject of Christmas songs and carols, if you had to pick let's do a top 5. What would be your top 5? Like, no matter what, like these are the songs you always want to either play or hear on the radio.
Oh my top 5.
And they can be either like traditional ones or like the more like religious ones.
Okay. Well, I love that Noel by Lauren Daigle. Dangle. How do you say her name? Daigle? Anyway, by her. And I like, I don't know. I like Frosty the Snowman. Just because it makes me go back to nostalgic. Like when I was a kid, we always watched Frosty the Snowman. There's so many. I love Silent Night because it reminds me of church, and they would dim in our Christmas Eve service especially when I was younger. I always thought that was so again, just makes your heart and makes the tears come, and everybody would sing it so loudly, like the whole congregation. The church would be packed, and the lights would all dim, and the tree would be all lit up, and you'd sing that, and everybody knows it so well, and that is a moment of like pure love for the Lord.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. And do you know that Silent Night was written, I can't remember by who, I should know this, but written because an organ broke in the church.
Oh really?
The organ of this church broke, and someone wrote it up. Everybody be looking who wrote Silent Night, I should know this. And that's when Silent Night was written. So they could sing it without an organ.
Oh.
So that's 3. There's so many. Santa Baby. That's fun to sing.
Yeah.
I'd like me to sing that song to him.
Speaking of which, I just looked at the comments and I don't know if I should say the person's name, but I will. Let's just say Mary says, Ed looks a little green tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe he doesn't talk.
He actually is very green, too. I know. This is my new man right here. He's a lot quieter. And I can poke him when I'm mad.
Don't poke the bear.
Okay.
But how about, like, I even like,
Yeah, you tell me some of yours. I did 4. You tell me some of yours.
Well, one would have to be Carol of the Bells, but by the Trans-Siberian. Yeah, Trans-Siberian.
Say Transformers.
Orchestra and everything. And Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Hey, that was my first solo.
Yeah.
Was Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Going to Bethlehem.
Okay.
Is a good one. And I don't. Did you say Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a fun one with kids too.
Yeah.
I dance with all my my kids and my grandchildren. So we're always
And like you said, like it's really so hard to like really think of
because
them.
there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many. Like I'll get into the mood to where I'll just go on YouTube and everything. I'll just type in like, well, I'll even type in like the Grinch song or whatever, or what's that old movie? I think it's like The Year Without a Santa Claus, where you got the Heat Miser and the.
Do you know?
I'm Mr. Brown Christmas. I'm Mr. Sun.
I don't know if I know that one. I think I have a new song to look up.
You'd have to like. It's an old movie and everything, and just like I said, like any.
I don't watch a lot of TV. That's the problem.
Oh.
Like I just don't. But I'll look it up.
The cartoon Mr. Frost, I think.
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of like it's the same like claymation as like Rudolph was.
Okay.
And everything.
Yeah.
So.
Those are pretty cool shows too.
But speaking of shows, how about like your go-to Christmas movies?
Well, the one that I can think of is, I think this is how you say it, the National Lampoon's Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That is probably my favorite. That's actually the only Christmas DVD I've ever bought. Like I don't buy like stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only one that I've actually ever bought because I wanted to always watch it. I haven't watched it this year, but I like that. I love the scene where they spray the sled.
Oh yeah, and he
And
just
it
goes flying
shoots
down.
Yeah, that's one of my. It reminds me of a time when I got invited to Casey Hill when I was a freshman in high school. I got invited by some seniors actually to go to a party. But when I got there, I was like, I'm not going to do the party thing. I was very shy. And I noticed that some of my friends, the uncouth friends, no, you guys are cool. But the ones that didn't invite me were there, and they had, this is what drew me, because this is more me, not drinking and partying, but they had a hood of an old truck.
We did that. My friends and I did that too the one time.
And they had it, and I'm like, this party was going on over here, big bonfire, and I saw like 10 of my friends on this hood, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing that.
Yes.
That's what I'd rather do.
It was funny because like me and two of my other friends were up at my scrapyard. This is years ago and everything. We're just bored. This time of year, basically snow on the ground. And there was a bunch of car hoods and everything, so we grabbed two of them. Like, man, this would be really fun going down Casey Hill. And we had an old aluminum one and a fiberglass one. And the fiberglass one was actually like by far like the best, but like it kind of got out of control because it started like spinning us around. So like we had no control over it, but it's just so funny. Like, because even when you're saying that you were like that's something that like you would do, like I'm thinking I doubt it's gonna be car hoods or whatever, but because.
Yeah.
It's probably a thing that, like, in general, like, if you're just, I don't know, in a small town like this, that we never did it, but we also thought, like, how cool it would be to, like, get pulled behind a truck on a car hood, but that might be a little on the dangerous side.
Well, we didn't get hurt, but we all piled on top of this car hood. I had to be at least 10 of us, and we all just, like, piled on top. You know, when you're a teenager, you don't think of anything. And we went down, there used to be a dugout.
Oh, yes.
That used to be at the base, kind of an old one. And we hit into that, and one of the boys flew through it. Like his legs he went through, but he was fine. But I mean, we hit hard. Nobody got hurt, thank goodness. But it was dark, and I think that's when I decided, okay, down the hill, time to go.
Yeah. Well, I remember, I don't know how old I was, like 6, 7 years old. Again, Ma would take us sliding down Casey Hill, and I had this yellow plastic sled. And it was towards the end of our time up there and everything, and for whatever reason, I got on the right packy snow or whatever, where I was flying, like going down faster than I normally would. And I'm trying to think of the scene of the movie. Oh, the movie Home Alone, I think it's part 1 or whatever, where he's running away from the cop and he's on the ice rink and people are dodging him.
Yes.
Well, I make it to the parking lot to Casey Hill, and there's people with their backs turned towards me, and they're like, this one guy actually had to like jump over top of me and everything. I got people moving. It was just and after that, Mom's like, okay, yeah, we're done sledding and everything.
I chipped my tailbone on the backside of Casey Hill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going down those sand pits. We didn't realize it was us girls. There was 4 of us in a big sleigh, and I was at the back, and we were all lined up. My Uncle Terry took us. First time he ever took us sledding, and the last. we hit this jump and the sled went out from in front of us. I was a teenager and I hit first and then everybody came on top and it chipped my tailbone, knocked the wind out of me. I was dying, so there I lay there, like doing one of those things. And my Uncle Terry's trying to help me, and I ended up going to the doctor, and that's what I did. But
I forgot to ask you this when we were talking about Christmas songs. Do you have like any annoying ones that like you really don't like to hear? Like if it starts playing on the radio or someone's like, is there any that just like, oh, really?
I'm trying to think. No, I'm trying to think. The only annoying song I can think of, because it's trumping it all, is when Ed sings the poop song to me every morning when I go to the bathroom.
Oh.
That's his morning thing. You gotta poop, 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 poop. You're pooping. You're pooping. That's what he does. The whole time I go back to the bathroom.
Have you ever heard?
I'm sorry, but that's where my mind goes.
Have you ever
Annoying
heard the
Ed.
song? It's an older song where it's, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Oh yes, actually Annie, she loves it.
Does she?
Ivy does.
Oh.
I say Annie, Ivy loves it, and he's like, you're not putting this song on me. Do you want to have Ivy come now and then let her do a little bit, and then we'll go back to this?
I guess we can.
And then we can go.
Yeah.
Back. Okay,
Mr. Grinch.
I'll hold Mr. Grinch. How about you come climb up here?
Mama's boyfriend.
Let's climb you right up here. Now behind you. Okay.
Now
there you
I
go.
want a grape.
You like that grape? All right, we got the Grinch. We got Ivy. Ivy's,
Our first guest of the show.
Yes, our first guest of the show. So, Ivy, can you see your little face? Is anything in her way? I'll move this over here. Make sure we can see her. I think we can see her.
Oh yeah.
Move my stuff. So, Ives, can you tell everybody how old you are?
6.
And how
Like a 9, but not a 9.
you want to be 9?
No, it's like a 9.
Oh, it's
No,
like
it's like
a
a
9,
nine,
but it's not a 9. That's
It's an
clever.
upside down 9.
Yeah. So, how was school today?
Oh, wait.
Nope, remember we gotta stay here, Mom's. Oh,
Come on. Wait. Oh, no. Here you go.
what's this?
A present for me and Papa.
This is from you and Papa.
No.
It says, my wife, my friend. Ed was working on something in the office.
We made this. It's a homemade.
Oh, you guys made this? Well, Papa was in there earlier before you got here, and he was working on something with my glue gun. I see. This is what he needed the glue gun for. We have ribbon glued around it. It has a cheetah sticker in the middle.
Just read it.
I will. I gotta tell the audience what we're doing here. For my perfect wife and best friend this Christmas.
Meow. Meow.
Yep. Meow. Meow. Fast, fierce, and fabulous. Why did you do that?
Because it's a quote for a cheetah that I found.
I'm
On YouTube.
fast, I'm fierce, and I'm fabulous. Do you agree with that? Am I fabulous?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. All right. Do you want me
Show
to?
my drawings too.
I will. Do you want me to read this here?
Yeah.
I love you, Mimi, and she drew a little flower.
I didn't mess up though.
That's fine. And a butterfly. We won't read the mess up. And then Papa has. Oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to read what Papa has.
Just read it.
You are, you are the love of my life. You are my wife till the end of life. I suppose I will always be your man. He always puts that in there. I am always going to be yours, and you are always going to be mine.
I
Love,
own you.
I own you. Thanks. Everybody's going to think you're crazy.
For you.
I know. Lucky me. Love your husband, Ed. And then, what's this?
An alien flower.
An alien flower. Good job, guys.
No. It's falling apart.
Oh, goodness. It's the creepy hat, not the balloon. Okay, Ivy, we're not done with you yet. So, let's see. Did you tell me how school was? I think I asked you, but I think you went on to the card. How was school today?
Good.
Good?
Well, now you got a nice little Christmas vacation, don't you?
Do you want to play a game? Okay. Ivy likes to play Would You Rather. The Would You Rather game. She loves this. Okay, Ivy, would you rather have Rudolph's glowing red nose or Santa's big belly?
Rudolph's.
The nose? Why?
Cause it's a red.
It's red?
I like that crab up there, so I always remember Mimi.
The crab reminds you of Mimi.
Me
Dad?
You said to tell jokes. Yep, that's a good one. Ivy,
That's a good.
you're clever. Clever. There's a crab on my wall up here. So Ivy says that she would rather have the red nose because it reminds her of the red crab up on the wall, which reminds her of her Mimi.
Which is this one right here. This one right here.
All right, peanut butter. You sweet. Okay. Would you rather ride Santa's sleigh or build toys in the workshop? You want to go on a sleigh ride or build toys?
Build toy.
Really? Why?
Cause I get to see real elf.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty
And
funny.
Yeah.
it would remind me of my elf at home, which is named Elfie.
All right. I'm gonna
And the elf show.
Matt, do you want to just ask her a question or you want to pick something out of here? And then we'll come back to one of these.
Don't matter what we do.
Okay. He's going to pick one of those and we'll help you if it's something challenging. Okay, this is a question.
Okay, well, I'll kind of.
You can pick a different if you think.
Well, no, I'll just reword this one.
Okay.
Okay, Ivy. What's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Rock candy.
You like making rock candy?
Yep, that's kind of fun, huh?
We will rock you.
She likes We Will Rock You song.
Days.
Kicking something
We're
all
not
over
saying
the
that.
place.
Blood song.
The blood song.
There's blood in it. We have blood on our face.
You big
Oh.
disgrace.
Go ahead. Go. We will rock you. Was that fun? All right. Let's do another one of these. Would you rather visit the North Pole or visit the Grinch's cave?
Grinch's cave, because I already am going to be in the North Pole to make those the toys.
Oh, yeah, yeah, if you're going to be at the North Pole making toys.
You are so smart.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be in the Grinch's cave because you already are going to be at the North Pole making toys.
Yeah.
You are.
So I get both.
You are just an
I get
opportunist.
both.
All right.
What are you going to do when you get to the Grinch's cave?
I'm going to boom, 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 boom.
You gotta give him love. Remember, his heart's broken.
Oh, yeah.
Some people
Big.
Some people in the
big,
world
Big.
have little hearts. They need to have a lot of love to make their hearts grow.
Like bird.
Yeah.
bird,
They need to have the
bird.
love of Christmas put in their hearts. Those
Like the love of Christmas right there.
the love of Christmas, all of Ivy's presents. Do you have a question for her?
I'll dig one out.
All right.
You got any questions for us, Ivy?
No, he doesn't mean like you to read.
You get to read it.
This is going to be for Matt then.
Okay.
Have you ever experienced a Christmas miracle or a moment of serendipity? It's a hard one, Matt.
That is a hard one.
Christmas miracle or serendipity.
Well, I thought I experienced one when I got woolen socks instead of a plain blue t-shirt or sweatshirt.
Good answer.
But other than that, no, I can't really say I have.
You never had one of those moments where you
No.
just were like, "Ooh." You probably don't even know what you asked them. Serendipity, I think, is kind of like when you have like a moment where you feel, I don't want to use the word magical because I don't believe in magic, but
like the elf on the shelf.
Right. It would be something that kind of means that, like a feeling.
And this thing isn't really real. But he looks
Okay.
real.
I do have a question. So before we do this, what do you want for Christmas this year? What's something that you want?
A unicycle.
A unicycle? Did you know this?
Last minute.
Last minute?
Love it.
I'm like, did you know this?
Last minute.
How come you want a unicycle?
Because it's only one wheel. Because I already know how to ride a bike without training wheels.
You do?
Oh, man.
Training wheels!
So you know.
So you want to get less and less wheels underneath you?
Yeah. When you get older, you want more wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right.
So a unicycle.
I got one for actually both of you, but Ivy,
Okay.
I'll ask you this one first. Were you ever in a school Christmas play?
Yes.
And what role did you play? What was your role within the Christmas play?
A sharp. Wait.
You probably.
A6.
A6 for her music.
Oh, it's a music note.
Oh, okay.
A6. I know, I'm like, what is she talking about? Very good. She did. She learned really good in her music. She
And we sang, Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, Batman smells. The Joker ran away. Robin laid an egg.
That's pretty good.
How about you, Tammy? Were you ever in any Christmas plays growing up?
We were always.
But not, we just sang, like, just the normal Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
You didn't sing it that way.
Jingle bells, the Batman smells. The Joker ran away. The crash cart into another crash car. Robin laid an egg. Hey!
Very good. You cracked me up.
Ears.
Don't choke on a grape. Yes. He asked me now. I get to answer. He asked me if I have been in one. And yes, I was in Nativity. The Nativity ones.
Okay.
In, like St. Michael's. When I went to school there.
Yeah.
And I did get to sing solo. So that was fun.
Okay, that's
We go
nice.
tall on the mountain, 7th grade.
Oh.
And I remember asking the kid next to me after because I was so nervous. And I remember what dress I had on. I had a blue velvet dress that just was form-fitting, and it had lace up here, and I wore my hair in a little bun with all these curls. I remember exactly what I looked like at that because I was so nervous. And I just remember looking over to him, and I go, is that okay? And he goes, good. I was scared. I wasn't like you. You can get in front, and you're just like, it's a piece of cake for you.
I
So-
just pretend everybody's in underwear.
You pretend everybody's
And I'm dressed. What?
Very good.
Can I put that on the bridge or no?
Yeah, that's fine. It's
You
on.
put poop.
He put poop. She put that on the video and he put poop.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can. Yeah, you did good.
Underwear.
What's that?
Poop.
No, what is it? What are you trying?
Chocolate.
Choke on this stuff. Don't, seriously, don't choke, baby.
Yeah, it'd be bad for ratings.
Only well if I saved her. It'd be fine. What? Not today. She wanted to know what it'll be, just me and her. That's your friend too. You're too funny. Are you done? Are you done being?
Another turn.
You wanna? If you think of something after, but we might ask you at the very end to come and say goodbye. Do you want to be done? Are you done? For a little bit? Okay. Thank you, Ivy. Now we'll get back to this. Now you gotta be nice and quiet like you were. You did a very good job. Oh, careful.
I was banging on my butt because I wanted a chocolate.
She was hitting my chair underneath. And so she just told me now that she was bamming on my butt because she wanted a chocolate. Because earlier that's what she was doing on her hands and knees down here. She was hitting the underneath my chair. Well, Ivy, you got your chocolate. No more bamming on my butt. All right. Are you in there, Matt? Yep, you're still in there.
Yeah.
We got our Grinch here. I guess
Yeah.
I can still hang out with him a little bit.
My mom's boyfriend.
This is your mom's boyfriend? No, I took him from her. What do you think of that?
My mom's over here crying.
All right, now it's time to. Okay, Matthew.
Yeah.
Yes. What's next? We got the little wiry one done.
Dig out another one.
Okay, yeah, this is good talking points, I guess.
Are you able to make up a funny Christmas joke on the spot?
Holy moly. Ed needs to be over here.
Water.
Make up a funny Christmas joke.
I use.
I know.
Oh, say it loud right there. You don't have to come in the thing, just say it loud.
I have a present for you too. A new butt because it has a crack in it.
She came home
And-
yesterday and told me that. She goes, I have the best Christmas gift for you, Mimi. A new butt because yours has a crack.
Crack in it.
It's very good. I guess that's my joke. Because I can't think of
Oh.
one. Do you have a joke?
Well, kind of. It's not like on the spot, but like Hunter told me this joke the one time. I heard it before, but what kind of car would Jesus drive? A Chrysler.
That's pretty good. Get it?
Right. Water.
Ba-dum-tsh.
All right.
Chrysler. What is a Chrysler?
Is there a Christmas past that you would revisit if given the chance?
Well, there's a couple of them. There's one year where me, my brothers, and my cousins all got Carhartts from my dad and our uncle and everything, like the bibs and the jacket and everything. And then probably, well, let's see. Oh, the other two would be the ones where me and my brother Jay got our first shotguns from our dad. They're 20 gauge single shot shotguns.
Okay.
And then a few years after that is when Dad got us our first rifles and everything.
Okay.
So probably just to be able to relive those moments again for the first time would be the. How about you? Is there any Christmas past that?
Probably when my kids were all little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That probably.
Did you go through the like? I'm to the point. Have been to the point with my son where it's harder and harder to get him gifts because of his age. To where when he was young, you'd just buy him toys or like he was into either Nerf guns or Hot Wheels or whatever. Did you ever find that a problem? Like when your kids were getting older, like okay, why do I buy them now because they got everything now, or they can go out and get stuff on their own and.
You know, I don't think I really ever had I just always found stuff that they wanted. They always wanted things, so
Yeah.
I don't think I really ever had a hard time with it. I had a hard time keeping the presents secret, like hidden from them so that they wouldn't know what they were getting. Even when I wrapped them, the little buggers, when I was at work one day, and their dad must have been out we had a workshop that he was in often, and they decided to unwrap them and then retape them all.
Oh.
And they knew. But then I realized that they were into them because it kept coming undone, and I'm like, wait a minute, and there's little tears, and I go, those little buggers got into the presents. So yeah, no, they were very tricky. They didn't like surprises than I did. I think you guys are still kind of like that. Yep, they still are like that.
Did they at least act surprised when you?
Now they don't get to know. Now I hide them. No, they didn't
No.
act surprised then. They're like, we knew this was it. So, yeah. Was that, did I ask you that or was that, I don't even know where we were at. I think,
That's my.
yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, this is a good one for you. Do you have a secret ingredient you add to your holiday meals?
Love.
Love,
Salt.
salt.
And lots of it.
I make good food.
I know you do.
So I was doing something over here, so it was distracting me. So salt is what Ed says, and I say love. Secret ingredient. No, I mean just basic Lori salt. I do actually use salt, Lori salt, instead of regular salt. I use that in a lot of things. Yes, you can have the fig Newtons or the pudding. Go ahead. That's what she was wanting to know. So, all right. Ivy is used to getting lots of my attention, so that's why if I don't give it to her, she's waving over there. She's doing all this. I'm like, oh, I can't concentrate. All right, Matt. What's a Christmas snack you can't go without during the holidays?
Chopped beef.
Okay, I think we got this.
Yeah, chopped beef.
Chopped beef.
Meat and cheese and everything.
You like the meat and cheese trays?
Yeah. But yeah, I'll sit down with the container of chopped beef, crackers, watch a Christmas movie and everything. I'm good for the night.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of chopped beef. I'm not really. I like the flavor of it. It's just the idea. I think I don't know what in my mind. I know it's cured or.
Oh yeah.
But I do like it. Like I love the flavor. I used to eat it a lot more when I was younger. But no. All right. So I'll let you pick one. My friend Renee stopped by today and she brought me chocolates and a bunch of other goodie things. So that's what those chocolates are sitting there. Oop,
Now the rest of my head is destroyed.
That's
now.
all right. You still look like the Scrooge from Ebenezer. Ivy brought me the pudding with the fig with the pudding.
Hey.
You want me to try this?
Okay.
It's good, Ives. Here, now you gotta try it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, well, what are the 12 days of Christmas and when do they start?
12 days of Christmas are, well, I don't know. It's the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Like-
I know it's a real thing, but I can't.
Like, what are they each? Is what, like the
No,
song?
no. They're asking like what are.
Like, is that what it means?
Well, the
Like,
question is
what
what
are the
what
12
are the 12 days of
Well-
Christmas and when do they start?
Well,
I guess we can see.
I'm thinking that it's asking about the song.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, the 12 days before the 25th, right?
Yeah.
So we have Partridge in the Pear Trees, day 1. Day 2 is 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens, 4 calling birds, 5 golden rings, 6 geese a laying.
I know that-
6 geese a laying, 7 swans a swimming,
And they're
8 maids a milking.
and they're
9.
weeping, yes.
It's like we have a skip in the record and
Right.
and where are we? But we're up to 9.
9.
10. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of birds involved in it.
And then that's what I got for now.
Yeah.
And I got kind of sidetracked. So, but anyway, I will ask you one now. And if you think of any other topics too while we're doing this, I don't know how long we've been going. We've been going for a little bit, so we've actually been going for about 45 minutes. How much longer do we want to go for our Christmas specials or something?
We can go for about 5-10 more minutes, whatever
Okay.
it is.
All right, Matt. If you could decorate your house in any Christmas theme without limits, what would it be? Without any limits. Say money was no limit.
Like you say, Christmas theme, as in just kind of.
I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be a theme. Just like if money was no limit, how would you decorate, or what would you, I guess, decorate for Christmas? Like if you could do anything.
Well, I guess like going back to Christmas Vacation, to decorate the house like Clark Griswold and everything, have all the lights.
Yeah.
And that's like one thing we've always been like.
The light man.
Yeah, you know. But I guess it would just be that, or you see those videos where people have music in sync with their lights flashing and everything with Christmas songs and everything, but just to set up it alone would cost quite a bit and everything. So that'd be something I would always want to do. So to not only be able to play Christmas music, but have the lights flash and everything along with the be synced with the music.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I think I would like to do a live nativity.
Oh.
I would want Ed to build me a barn, the frame of a barn, and have it out front by the, I gave this thought before, by the road over there, and have it like in live animals brought in, Highland cows for sure, and then have a trail that you would go and experience that, and then you could move on the trail and you could visit like Santa's workshop
Oh.
and all that. Like it would be like a living thing that you could go through. I would love that.
This guy is no longer with us. He passed away a few years ago. But there's a guy north of town. He had this big log cabin, and he decorated his driveway. He had a long driveway. His name was Leon Blackmare and everything. And he had like the carousels and everything, and just different like.
You got a mark from your hat?
Do I? Yeah, I probably moved it a couple times.
He's like,
But like he would always like people were always able to go through his driveway. And he had so much decorations. Like he would start decorating in like September and everything. And I don't know if you ever been there. Or if
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think I've been there.
Yeah. But I guess something like that would be fun to do.
Yes, that does sound like a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Because honestly, like when I decorate, it's not so much for like my purposes. It's just for the simple fact, like people are able to drive around and like you do get a nice little satisfaction, like when people tell you, "Oh, hey, your house looks really good."
Yeah,
you know,
it is nice.
and everything.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I just like it. I think it's so pretty.
Right.
I think you should put all blow-up toys up in your front yard.
Yeah.
Blow up Santa Claus. And
Not the kind of blow up toys I got. Yeah.
Well, Matthew,
Yeah.
I know what I don't have to buy you for Christmas now.
Yeah.
Ed, you're gonna have to.
Imagination.
Ed, you're gonna have to return that to the store.
Wow.
What's the funniest thing that happened during your Christmas festivities? The funniest thing.
Oh, the funniest.
Or weirdest, whatever. Take it however.
You know, I really don't know because there's just so much, like, I'm trying to think back of, like, when I was a kid or 5 years ago, or I can't think of anything off the get-go.
Okay. I don't know if this is funny, but we had a fire on our table before. My mom's, when we were kids, one of the cousins, right next to the tree, my mom had candles burning. And all the kids are opening their presents. And all of a sudden I look over and there's flames coming, shooting off the table. Well, here they put the tissue paper on top of it, and all the paper in the whole table next to the tree was on fire. But we got it out and they slammed it down. But that really isn't funny, but it definitely...
I guess, like, the one thing that comes to mind is the house I'm in right now. A couple years ago was my first Christmas in it, so I got myself a Christmas tree, and I spent an entire night decorating it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make sure everything was perfect. You know, like the lights are spaced out evenly, the bulbs that I put on, like, enough, like, to make sure, like, okay, red over here, red, you know, that there wasn't too many of one color on each branch or whatever. Took a couple hours just, like, making sure everything was perfect. A couple days before Christmas comes along, and about 1 o'clock in the morning, I hear a crash coming from the living room. And
The dog?
no, I didn't have the dog at the time.
Oh.
The tree just fell over in the stand. Bulbs everywhere, lights come flying off.
Right.
So pretty much what I did is I just, whatever bulbs were left on the tree, I kept on the tree. Whatever bulbs fell down, if they were broke, they went in the trash. If they weren't broke, they went in the boxes right away. Because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get this as perfect as I had it. Lucky for me, I did take a picture to show people, like, hey, it didn't look this bad. And as far as the lights go, I just literally took the lights, picked them up, tossed them on the tree, and the way they landed, that's how it was.
That's
so
how it ended up being.
It's like, yes.
That was your tree.
Yeah, that was my tree.
So, well, if you have anything else that you want to touch base on, because I know we've been doing this for a little while, and is there anything that we missed, obviously, that we didn't touch that you really wanted to? I know I wanted just to express that I hope that everybody has the love of Jesus, which is the real meaning of Christmas, in their hearts, and you take that time and you just spread that love to your loved ones and to strangers and even people who maybe you're not getting along with, and you just give them some compassion and grace. It really goes a long way, and it's really what our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ wants us to do. And I know things have really hurt different people in different situations, and some things seem unforgivable. But anytime you start feeling that way, we realize that Jesus Christ came into this world, became a man, died on the cross for our sins, and he did not deserve that, and paid that price. And when we think of that, I think that we can have a little grace in our hearts for people
Yeah.
that maybe, you know, we don't right at the moment. And I know that's hard and that's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be my Christmas blessing and gift, and hopefully everybody has some peace in their hearts and some love.
And spread it around, because it doesn't take much at all to be kind.
No.
And it shouldn't just be, Christmas year round.
Yes, Christmas should be in our hearts year
Yes.
round. And it's good to have friends to remind you of that. Yeah, we joke and we have a lot of fun and we do silly things, but when it all comes right down to it, the love of Christ is what life is all about.
Yeah.
Is that pretty good?
It is pretty good.
And we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and we thank you very much for tuning in. Next week, Friday, I believe it's the 27th, will be our next one. I'm not going to say what's coming up because I'm not sure, but I know we're going to be talking about home here on earth, but also home in heaven. And do you have something to add, Ray?
Merry Christmas.
Say it to there.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. God's blessing.